Hello everybody and welcome back if you are still subscribed to my channel and somehow still following me. Got the Black and White 2 OU for you, and looking at his team, my opponent, Colonel Sanders. Link is in the description if you feel like checking out some Asian guys, if that's what you're into. He's got the Deoxys D, some Blissey Walling shit, some Garchomp, some Tornadus, nobody gives a fuck, some Infernape, and Cofagrigus, which is not bad. Good team. On my side, I've got two ground types in the form of Mamoswine and Landorus Therian. I got Breloom because, I don't know, I really wanted to try out Technician Breloom. I know it's not released, but I don't give a fuck. Latios, because it's obviously my favorite fucking dragon type ever, and if you have something to say to that, you can lick my scrotum. I have a Vaporeon, which is a good bulky Wish Passer, and Magnezone for trapping Scizors and shit, but he doesn't have a Scizor, so guess what? Looks like he's fucking dead weight on my team, and I'll probably replace him. I don't know yet. Still considering. This is like a test team. I'm really kind of testing the waters out, seeing what's happening. But jumping into the battle, he's got only 50 HP. I wish, because this Choice Band Ice Cream Crash would do a lot more, and probably want to KO him. So obviously he's lying to me. Does about 50%. Should change Mamoswine's name to only 50%, because that's all I'm doing to everything in this fucking match, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Go for the second one. Got the crit. Definitely mattered, because I'm pretty sure he would have survived with about like some random ass 5 number. I don't know. So it brings Cofagrigus. I know he's gonna go for Willow. I'm just gonna go stay in and Choice Band Ice Cream Crash and get a crit and a flinch. Definitely mattered there, and that shit happens a lot. Not to me though. Pretty sure to him. It only happens once, so I'm lying. But it definitely matters. So he's going to switch out, preserve him, bring in the Infernape, take the Choice Banded, only 50%, you know. I'm going to change his name to only 50%. His name is Bitch Tits, but they filtered that. Only 50%. I'm going to switch out only 50% and bring in 2 Chains, because 2 Chains, you know, just like every other song you hear on the radio, when people call in 2 Chains, he comes in, does his thing, and leaves. So 2 Chains comes in, and he's gonna try to set up Stealth Rocks, but he gets predicted nicely, and he goes for the taunt. So I can't lay up my Stealth Rocks. I played really obvious. I should have done the fucking Earthquake and just stayed on the offensive and just get an early lead, but I'm gonna switch up to Stone Edge, predicting a switch. Tornadus comes in and avoids that. Now, max attack Stone Edge from Landorus Therian, obviously he's gonna do hella damage to Tornadus, but I miss, and I stay in because I was expecting him to go for something like Hurricane, just to predict a switch or something, I don't know, but I bring in Magnezone to kind of check him, and he brings in Blissey. I'm like, fuck it, let's speed this part up, go for sub, because I obviously want to see what he's running, do some T-bolts to start dishing out damage, and test his, I don't know, I guess just test the spread or something. That's what she said. I do about 2 Thunderbolts do is about 25%, so obviously I'm not going to get anywhere with. So I'm like, fuck it, switch him out, see what he's got for damaging. He's got Seismic Toss. I didn't know if he was going to be like fully supportive or he had Seismic Toss to not be taunt fodder. Bring in Breloom, because I really want to put something to sleep, which his name is Date Rape. Obviously, Date Rapes want to put something to sleep and start setting up. But I don't even have Sword Sands. I have Substitute, I have Bullet Seed, I have Mach Punch, and I have Spore. Now you're asking why Substitute and Spore? Really, Spore, like Substitute's gonna really ensure that I don't get status, and Spore is just so I can spread status. And Technician and Max Attack is gonna be able to still dish out really good damage while not, you know, and having leftovers, so I'm not really restricted, and I'm not really that easily to play around. I don't want to play obvious, you know. They're going, oh, here comes a Choice Banded fucking Bullet Seed, better switch off to like Venusaur. I'm not, you know, I don't play like a dipshit, so put something to sleep. He doesn't want to stay in and lose him. He probably wants to preserve him, probably spread some status. So I go for the Bullet Seed on anything he wants to bring in, and he brings in the Infernape, and I get at least a good 3 roll on the Bullet Seed, which is good, enough to take out the Infernape, and that makes me happy, because Infernape is so awesome. I love him, and I hate him. I hate fighting him at the same time. So, get rid of that. And he's going to bring in Great Blue, and I think he was Scarf, so I go for the Mach Punch because I didn't know what he wants to do. I figured he was going to Scarf fucking Outrage or something just to do some shenanigans with Garchomp like everybody else does. But, you'll see later. And I'm not going to spoil it because I want you guys to watch everything and be a dick. So, he goes for the choice, I think, Choice Scarf Dragon Claw. I bring in Wet Tampon, aka Vaporeon, and I had to make it female because you can't have a male Vaporeon named Wet Tampon. You guys have to pay attention to the details. I'm just saying. We go for the Toxic because I felt like I could get something poisoned, and it's going to be a stall war. Let's do some protecting, let's do some speeding up, let's do some shit that nobody cares about. He goes for Heal Bell, generic fucking Blissey shit, nobody cares. Nobody cares about Blissey, suck a dick. I switch out, bring in Mamoswine again, because obviously I want to get some damage going, and something isn't going to want to take a Choice Banded Icicle Crash. Icicle Crash is basically neutral to everything on his team, super effective against Tornadus still, but I don't think he's going to be that dumb to bring in a Tornadus on a Choice Banded Mamoswine, so he goes for Rape Hands. Don't know why they blurred out Date Rape. Pretty sure I brought that up already. I don't really care. But Rape Hands comes in, okay. Thanks Game Freak for pissing me off. It brings in the KFC, bring in the KFC, Colonel Sanders, obviously. You're so funny, bro. I'm gonna come in predicting something. Either a U-turn, or a superpower or something, Heat Wave, I don't know. I really just didn't want Magnezone anymore. But Magnezone comes in, he misses the Focus Blast, great. I'll bring in Latios because he hasn't seen any action yet. And he's going to hit the second Focus Blast. Latios is the only thing on my team that really resists it now. So I bring him in. Sorry, I got a hiccup. And doesn't get a Spec D-Drop, which is great. It means I have more longevity. I predicted Blissey to come back in because I finally want to start doing some damage. Go for that Life Orb Psyshock, which, you know, does almost 50. Only 50%. You know, I have two Pokemon that do only 50% to everything. He goes for the Protect because I know he's going to predict that second Psyshock coming, so it gives me a chance to hit Roost. And that gives me back to almost full, so I can keep dishing out more Life Orb attacks, which is great. I love Latios. I don't want to be Choice Specs or locked or anything like that, so... But now that I watch his battle, I wouldn't really mind Choice Specs, because it seems like it would come in handy. But I really like the option to really switch up my moves and not have to switch out, because that makes you more predictable. He's like, alright, well he's Choice Locked Burst, which, you know, bring in something else to make the switch, blah blah blah. Bullshit like that. I go for the second Roost because I'm predicting him to go for another Protect, but he brings in Garchomp, and I'm like, fuck, this motherfucker's gonna be Scarfed. He's gonna go for that Choice Bandit, Choice Scarfed Dragon Claw and take him out, and I don't want to risk that, so I'm gonna bring in Brown Eye again as Death Fodder. I wouldn't even say Death Fodder, but really to resist the hit since he's still alive. But he goes for the Sword Dance, excuse me. And that tells me he's not Choice Scarf, which is fantastic, because now I can outspeed him with Latios, which is timid, and hit him with a Draco Meteor, as you're about to see. So I'm bringing that Smurf, that blue motherfucker, and go for that Draco Meteor and drop my testicles all up in his face. I don't know, Draco Meteors just look like balls. Fuck it. No homo. They look like shits too. Maybe just taking a shitstorm all over him. Fuck it. Who knows? Who cares? He brings back in Tornadus, which is even faster than me. And that's gonna make me switch into Wet Tampon, because even though I'm physically bulky, I still have a good amount of HP. Oh shit, my bad. Knocking over my shit. And I can take anything he hits me with. And he goes for that HP Ice. And as I predicted, and I take that like a boss. And I'm like, fuck it, double switch time, Mamoswine, because I'm tired of that fucking Blissey being in my face. I know that pink piece of shit Blob is holding me back from winning this match, so I really want to take him out. Because I still have 3 Pokemon left, and if I can open up a hole in his Blissey somewhere, That's what she said. I don't know. Fuck it. I'm just making lame ass jokes right now. That'd be great. But he goes for the protect because he really wants to try to survive this Ice crash, and that ain't happening because Choice Banded Ice crash coming off of max attack Mamoswine is gonna fuck your world. I'm switching Mamoswine out because I don't know. I'm predicting like a hurricane or superpower. Or so I mostly just superpower because I didn't expect the Dark Pulse. Honestly, I really didn't. I was expecting, oh, superpower is gonna come in and he's gonna fucking hit it, drop some attack and defense, and I can just, you know, stall him out or something. But whatever. He goes for Dark Pulse, and I was like, alright, I can take one more. But he gets the flinch, and that makes up for my flinch earlier, probably. You know, hacks are hacks. And I protect myself, try to get some HP back. Hopefully I can survive another Dark Pulse. But judging by the damage from that last one, I'm going to try to go for the double protect, make a ballsy move. Because I'm not sure, because I'm max HP, max attack, I'm a Mamoswine, so I'm not sure if he would survive a Choice Specs Dark Pulse. Because his specialty isn't the best, so I get the double protect off, which is really lucky on my part, and I really kind of relied on that. And that almost did 50%. Everybody on my team is doing almost 50%, but it's coming off of a bulky Vaporeon. He's got almost max HP. He's got max defense, a little bit of special defense in there too. I think maybe like 8 points just for special attack. I'm not even sure, but they're a lot. So I'm pretty sure I can bring in the Choice Banded Ice Shard and win the game. And obviously, at almost 50% of my health, I pretty much wasn't going to risk it. So that was a match. You know, great game. Sorry about the hacks, Colonel. We'll battle again sometime. I got some more battles stored up. Just, yeah, give me some feedback, what you like to see, anything like that. Just rate, comment, and sub. And I'll talk to you later, guys. See you in the next video.